say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
States, that was Skylar Cole with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And here we can check out the story for Austin Reeves.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. We've got Austin Reeves, LeBron James out there with Hayes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now here's Conley. Poked loose. Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Now here's Conley. Here's McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Over James. Edwards, that's good.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. And the shot goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Randle. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Puts up a 3. Randle pulls down the board. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute the strategy.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Conley. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. From the wing, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is Money Mike in action. An efficient shooter who does all he can to find points.
Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
That free throw, good from James.
Yeah, the experience and the knowledge is invaluable. LeBron gives all he has to these young guys deep in his career.
Both free throws good from James. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Conley passes to Reed. Another shot. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
James deciding where to go with it. That shot off. Timberwolves trail by 3. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Conley.
Smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Now Doncic coming off a 28-point game against Utah. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
McDaniels against Ingram. It's good.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring teams over the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 3. Here's Conley. And he makes it on the layup. Conley's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, Conley is not an easy cover. He can be quick on his feet when he sees a lane to the basket.
Doncic against Conley. Doncic is doubled. Here's James. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Outside Reed. Conley looking for an opening. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. And Grant for the visitors in this one, currently on their Southern California trip, taking on both the Los Angeles teams here in consecutive games.
And it's good scheduling to get both these games knocked out in one trip. That way they can stay at the same hotel, practice at the same gym, and don't have to worry about travel. And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Pass to Randall. To the wing, right side. Hayes against Reed. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here from deep. LeBron with the rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Conley, following the score by Los Angeles. Randall, the pass to Conley. Back to Randall, takes the 3. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Connects checked in for Reeves. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here's Conley. 6 points for him. And the basket by Edwards.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to connect. Here's James. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. James has got 10.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his third foul so far.
Just out of control. Already 3 fouls for him. He'll likely have to take a seat.
It's McDaniels on the wing, covered by Ingram. Here's Edwards. And another basket for Minnesota.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Out to James. To the wing on the left. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they played with outstanding energy, communicated well, and were very disruptive defensively.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. And Los Angeles making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. Fades back. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And Minnesota with possession here. Now here's Conley. 6 points for him. This one for 3. Edwards, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
James, outside. Nails it from 3. James has got 13. The Timberwolves trail. Randall outside. Back to Conley. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Hayes. Here's Connect. No made baskets yet. And it's Hachimura missing. Randall with it. Now Doncic defending. Randall pass to Conley. McDaniels with it. Conley, a screen on Hachimura. Here's McDaniels. Hachimura with the defensive effort. The Lakers have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's Hayes. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting right around 42% in the first. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 9 points in the game.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Ingles, he's checked in for Reed. DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. Here's James. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. 3 on the clock. Here's Randall. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Superior strength on display. Randall just refusing to let the defense slow him down there.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now, here is James. 29 points for him last game against Utah.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the boards. Just an all-around dominant performance.
Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Doncic outside. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Randall against Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to James. Doncic outside. Hayes against Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Lakers with some changes. Reddish is checked in for LeBron. And Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And he's good on the second. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
And it was an entertaining game, but hard to win when you're inconsistent.
Reeves, the pass to Hayes. Hachimura outside. The Lakers with another miss. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Alexander Walker, and they pick up 2.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's the pick. Pass to connect. Stolen by Ingles. Going all the way to the rack. Here's DiVincenzo. Ripped down the breakaway slam.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Reddish on the wing, and stolen by Edwards. And he jams it home with authority.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
Reeves with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Utah.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Pulls it in from the elbow. No good on the shot. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Anthony Edwards out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Miller, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Edwards. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. There's a screen. Inside, here's Miller, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to connect. Back to James. James with the focus.
There's no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Miller against James. Pass to Ingram. Back to James. Classic move by LeBron James.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now Edwards. 11 points in the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's on LeBron James. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And Minnesota making a change here. Garza's checked in. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. The shot by Garza, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Garza from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now here's Ingram. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. James outside. Now here's Reeves. The Lakers with another miss. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. No points so far. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Doncic outside. Hachimura outside. They still need this. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Minnesota leading by 4. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Garza, and Conley subbed in for Alexander Walker. And the Lakers also making a switch. Christie's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Here's Reed. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Back to Ingles. Shot from the top of the key. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. Right side Reeves. 6 to shoot. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Doncic up top. He's guarded by Conley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Mike Conley.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Randall. Give him 8 points now. And coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 6th Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
LeBron on the go. And slam dunk by James.
Knifing to the rim with such power. Watching LeBron on the attack is so much fun.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Randall. Outside McDaniels. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 5. James with the ball. He's got 21. Doncic finds Reeves. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Outside Reed. To the paint. Here's Edwards. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Conley. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Here's Christie. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. He buries it from 3. Edwards got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And the Lakers making a change here. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. James outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. Minnesota leading by 3. For 3, Randall. Offensive board. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Randall's got 10 points.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
James inside. Check by Randall. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Alexander Walker. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Doncic outside. Back to Ingram. Outside Reddish. Clock at 6. Knocks down the triple. He has 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Randall. Some solid defense from Hayes.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
James outside. No good from outside.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Randall, good.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Now here's Doncic, covered by Alexander Walker. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Ingram. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Minnesota, they've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, the Lakers, a game and a half behind.
You know, for Minnesota, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Doncic outside. Pass to James. Reddish, a screen on Randall. Up top, Reddish. From the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Anthony Edwards just checked in for Minnesota. The Lakers also with a sub. Connects checked in for Ingram. Doncic hits them both. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. James outside. Pass to connect. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Edwards. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
James passes to Doncic. James against McDaniels. Back to James. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Yeah, and it seems like he's getting more comfortable with each bucket.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Hayes, the pass to Doncic. And here's Reddish. Back to Doncic. Lets the three fly. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got